Let's say your daughter's in a financial bind. How can you say no to help? It's your child, right? So you agree to co-sign her car loan. The next thing you know, your credit score is a mess and your insurance rates are skyrocketing. How is that possible? Here to warn us about co-signing catastrophes is my legal cohort, Lori Steiner. Thanks for joining us, Lori.
Hey, Armin.
Lori, what's the problem with co-signing for a child's loan?
Well, people often agree to co-sign on a loan before they really fully understand that bad things can happen. First and foremost, of course, if your daughter defaults on that loan that you've co-signed for, you're responsible. You're going to end up having to pay for it.
Now, let's say that your daughter, defaults but has money to pay. Do they have to go after your daughter first, or can they come after you even though you're not the primary person on the loan?
Well, that's one of the problems with being a co-signer, because oftentimes if you're the one with the money, you've got the deep pockets, the lender is probably going to come after you directly to collect on that funds.
And first.
And first. There is no requirement that they go after your child first and give it an attempt before they come after you. They're going to look for their money.
All right. Are there any other bad things that can happen if you co-sign a loan?
Okay, yes, there are bad things. Let's say your child is late with a couple of those car payments that you've co-signed on. That could happen. A child may lose their job or have unexpected medical expenses. Things can happen. So in that case, your child's credit score is going to get hit, but so is your credit score going to get hit. And that could really increase your credit card rates and things. They could up the rates because your credit rating was affected, even though it was just your daughter who made some late payments on the loan.
So even though your daughter hasn't defaulted yet, your daughter is late with some payments, your credits can go in the toilet.
Yeah, because you're responsible for it too.
All right. Tell me, is there any other bad things that can happen from co-signing?
Unfortunately,
I hope there's not.
Oh no, unfortunately, yes there are. Insurers oftentimes base the insurance rates on your credit score. So if your credit score goes down, your individual insurance rates could go through the roof because of it. And it's simply, again, just because your daughter was late on a couple payments.
So let me make sure I understand that. My auto insurance or homeowner's insurance rates can go up just because I co-signed a loan and my daughter was late on a few payments.
Yeah, these are bad things, don't you agree?
Those are pretty bad things. All right, so how do we avoid these problems?
Well, the best way to avoid it is don't co-sign that loan. It sounds harsh. I know it sounds harsh, and you want to help your children, but you could end up with a hefty price. All these bad things could happen.
Well, but your daughter or son come to you with those pleading
big
eyes,
blue eyes, and a tear coming down the cheek.
And they
I know.
need your help, and they are your child. So.
Yeah, it's really hard to say no, but you got to really think about it. You got to fully understand at least that this could happen.
And that's important. And a lot of people co-sign without understanding.
That is true.
And now that they've watched Golden Opportunities, they understand.
It'll never happen again.
Thank you, Laura. I appreciate your good advice. I know you love your kids, and it is hard to say no when they ask for help. But make sure you understand the pitfalls before you agree to co-sign a loan. A mistake could be very costly for you. If you have questions, give Lori Steiner a call. We'll be back.
Call Budish, Solomon, Steiner, and Peck at 1-888-236-5173 for more information. Or log on to www.budishandsolomon.com.
Thanks for joining us. On next week's show, we've registered a list of classes that earn an A+ for seniors. Then we'll step back in time to discover how the path to freedom led through Northeast Ohio. Plus, we'll get up close and personal with stories of smiles restored. Until then, please remember to make the most of your golden opportunities.
Would you like to join our kitchen conversation? All you have to do is call toll-free 1-877-765-1543 and leave us your question, name, and phone number. or log on to www.golden.tv for all the latest information and show updates.